Alright, so we are going to walk through working on El Camino quilters. So first thing we do is go to the web page. We have two options to log in to work on the website. First one is down here. There's the door. That'll take us to the login page. A little easier, maybe, is you just click on membership, where most of the people are going to go anyhow. And this is where we are. So it appears I'm already logged in, but let me log out and show you how to do this. So basically, if you've saved everything, this is where your name should be, and I'm going to pretend to be Jeanette today. So we log in, and one of the things you'll notice is we now have this menu over here replacing that login space. And we have tabs: add blog, create newsletter, manage the calendar, and what says template, which is the same as back end. For adding a blog, it's real simple. The blog actually, when we add a blog item, it goes to our Quilt Scraps newsletter page. So what I'm going to do here is add the Chutes and Ladders April block. I'm going to add this Chutes and Ladders lucky block, okay? So come back here. We've clicked add blog. We now have this section. So we're going to give it a name, which is April 2022 lucky block. Copied that, a Control-C, and then I pasted it as a Control-V, or however it works for you to do copy and paste. You can do it this way. Now I have already pulled the images out from this lucky block to upload for this article. So basically I click on this. It looks like a picture. I'll go back and show you in a second, but basically this is our image manager file. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop it into one of these folders. In this case, I'm going to drop it into newsletter, and I'm going to create the folder April 2022. The system will force you to use lowercase letters, and it will actually force an underscore into spaces, but that's pretty basic. Alright, ignore that because I believe there's our April 2022 folder. We click that, and we are uploading. So basically what I've done here is this little cloud over here. There's new folder and it says upload, so I click upload, and then I'm going to come down here to where I have the images stored. I'm going to copy, or I'm going to drag. I highlight the images I wanted, drag it into here, and upload it. Okay, so I'm going to hit cancel for a moment. Now what I'm going to do is go back and this copy and paste again. So I'm going to ignore this little thing from Microsoft Edge because I hate Microsoft Edge. But it's here. Go away. There we go. This is what I really want, is just this nice little PDF file. So we're going to take the words Chutes and Ladders, and this is basically going to be a subheading. We've called April 2022 Lucky Block the title, which is going to be the heading. And then this is going to be a subheading. So I just copy it and I paste it in here. Now what you'll see is this says paragraph, but what I'm going to do is make it a heading 2 by clicking on that. And then I am going to center it. The simplest way to center it is like this. Alright, now I'm going to copy all of this. Say copy. And then you'll notice we're back to paragraph after I hit return. And I'm going to paste it. Now, because we're going from PDF to web, there are a couple of formatting things. You don't have to worry about this unless you want to. I, being the neurotic person I am, do worry about it. So you'll see we have a lot of returns here. So first thing I am doing is bolding that word colors. But what we've done, and this you don't have to, just to understand what I'm doing, if we look at the code, you see that all of this is one paragraph now. So we're also going to have to separate paragraphs and then also create divisions so that things format correctly. So I go to the end of the word colors, I hit delete and then return, and that's created a new paragraph. So when you look at this, you see now we've got 2 paragraphs. We're going to have to do this for everything. So let's bold this because that's how we had it. That's how this is, right? And then we're going to have to hit delete and then return to create a new paragraph. And we go to the end of that and we space and delete. Let's just go through all of this and create all of the single lines. Right? Space delete. And we're going to scroll down so we can see what we're doing. Right? And so here's this one. Space delete. Space delete. Space delete. This one I'm not sure if that's a break. I could look at it in the code, but I'm just going to hit space delete. Space delete. Space delete. And then go to the end of that, hit space delete. Space delete. Space delete. Space delete. Whoop, wait a minute. We didn't want to do that, so we can just hit the go back button here, undo button. Space delete. End. Space delete. space, delete. Okay. Delete. All right. Now we come back up here again. And we're going to hit delete return, which creates that, and I'm not sure why that did that. So it's fine. All right, let me look at something here real quick. Half square triangle units. Oh, ignore that. All right. Half square triangle units is its own thing. So let's hit undo. Oh, I see why. All right, I see why we did that. So we're going to go back, hit return. But one of the things that happened here with formatting that we don't want is that it has become a unordered list. So let's turn that off. We can put the hyphen in here. But now one of the other things then we did want, if you look at this, we're indented a little bit. So the way we do that is up here on this second line of the toolbar, you'll see right about the middle, there's an indent button. So we indent, and it just moves it over like that. Let's undo our unordered list on this and bold it because it's a new section. And then we're going to create a new paragraph. Now, we don't actually have to hit delete, but that is one way to do it. And we didn't fix our problem by doing that, so undo that. Undo that. Now we're going to delete return. Okay. All right, so now when we go back and look at our PDF template, so basically these are going to be indented. So let's take this and indent it. There we go. Then we had this section, this note section in the PDF, you'll see is italicized. So we're going to italicize that. That's that. Hit return. Okay, let me go back and refer to this again. So we're going to do that in bold. undo the number on that. Whoop. Cancel that. We wanted, come on. We don't want this to be an unordered list. All right, fine, let's do that. And then we'll indent it. Bold the words black and white unit 2. And what do we do with the press towards the black is part of that sentence. So, space, delete. All right, now this is going to be a return and unindent that to match the one up at the top, right? Remove that. There we go. Okay. So, okay, quick 9 patch is bolded. Then half square triangle units is bolded. And so this, please be very careful to correct positions, is bold and italic. So there's bold and italic. Okay? So there's that. Now we add our pictures. So picture 1 is this one. Come back up here. Just put our cursor to the left of the quick 9 patch units. We go to our image, insert image button, which is here on the bottom toolbar next to the film strip. And you'll notice we can actually look at these pictures a couple ways. When I click on this right here, it looks like 4 squares. That shows us the images. Make sure it's check marked. Click on it. It tells us which one we're doing, gives it an alternate text. Because 544 pixels is pretty darn big, we're going to take this to 200 just for fun. You'll notice that what that does is it automatically adjusts the other dimension. And then we're going to set it to the right. And because we're setting it to the right, we want space to the left of the image, and typically I use 20. And then we say insert. Okay? Now, one of the things that we struggle with in formatting is the fact that now this image is actually dropping down into this section where half square triangle units is. So one of the ways we can fix that, you don't have to worry about it too much. Whoops, there we go. We go to the left of our quick patch, we do this, and we're going to make this actually, we're going to wrap this in what's called a division, and you don't have to worry about this, but if you feel like you want to, we can do this. Come on. Ugh. Okay. Well, fiddlesticks. This may be something you just have to send over to me to fix. So what I'm going to do is just go into the code. Since it doesn't want to work for me, I'm going to tell it to put in a division so you don't have to worry about any of this. I'm just showing you what I'm going to do. And I'm going to cut that and paste it back up in here between the divisions. And that should help us block all of this out properly. Let me do one more thing just because I, again, am neurotic. Don't worry about this. It's just this is the thing. When you get this done, you can come on. When you upload these, I can go back in after you and add all of this stuff. Clear both. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy that, put that in there. Whoop, one too many. And whoop, and I'm going to copy this. Let me look at something here. So my next division, my next division I will take at the end of section 2, or beginning of section 2. So where does it say section? What? Oh, okay, so black and white unit, and then so unit 1. So yes, okay. Okay. So just before there, that's where I'm going to put my just going to take all of this and just copy and paste it in at the beginning of every paragraph that I want to be here. Again, don't worry about you having to do this. I just want it to look nice. So we're going to do copy. Paste. Paste. And paste. And paste. So let's go back and look at our editor side instead of our code side. So now our half square triangle units, we're going to start at that paragraph and we're going to put in our second picture. Now remember, we did the other one at 200 pixels wide. So we're going to repeat that here. This is 200 wide, so it's consistent. On the right with 20 to the left. Insert. And then I'm just going to guess where the next one goes, and there's 3, 200 wide. To the right. 20. Insert. Alright, then the quick 9 patch is our last picture in this section. So we'll just put this here. The quick 9 patch looks like this one. Okay. Right. Do one more thing. There's other ways to do this. I'm not going to show them to you because that would really keep you from feeling like you want to do this, but again, just realize that if the formatting doesn't come out exactly right, you can just send it over to me and we'll figure it out. All right, so that didn't. It probably will on the page itself. We'll take a look once it's published and make any adjustments necessary. All right. So now we've got this one, the black and white unit 1. Oh, we were using that. Wait a minute. Okay. I see. See, so we all made a mistake. So let me do this. Let's move. This back to where it was, so actually I can just hit return, right? Or undo. There we go. This picture goes to black and white unit 1, right? So let's hit undo one more time. Let me just double check what I'm looking at here. Yeah, so let's move that quick 9 patch. Come on. This is why we don't work on laptops when we're doing this stuff. All right, here we go. So we're going to put that black and white unit 1 in this space. And 200 wide. 299, 200 wide. Floating to the right. 20. Insert. Now we've got our half square triangle units. Okay. Put in this picture. All right. And then the last thing we have to do here is drop in this little note. Questions, contact Lori Paratsas. Come on. We're going to copy that. We're going to paste that there. Take out of all our fake returns. And then the last thing we're going to do is protect Lori instead of leaving that email on there. So I highlight her email, which automatically created a link. And we'll go up here to the toolbar bottom where you see the chains. Those are links. And you'll see it's set up as a mail to. But we're going to change the text from showing her email to the word email. Come on. Okay, and we're going to update that. So that's done. Once it's done and ready to go, basically we're going to say save. Though, one more thing I just realized. Oh, no, don't have to worry about that. We're going to say save. All right, so now if I go to Quilt Scraps newsletter, there it is. Okay. Oh, so we have 2 of these now. Interesting. I don't know how I did that, but that's easily fixed. So, how do we fix it? This is where we're going to go into the template. Actually, the easiest way for you to fix it, let's go like this. I'll fix it in post. But you see the word edit? Click the button that says edit. And what we can do is tell it to trash. You can also select unpublished. Don't worry about archived, but since we already have this article, we don't actually want it just to be unpublished. We want it to be in the trash, so we'll save that. There we go. There's our April 2022 lucky block. Okay. Creating the newsletter. Again, this will be one of those things that you can forward over to me for a while. But we create a new email and we're going to do a scheduled campaign and we're going to create it. And this is basically where we take all of the information that is published in the Quilt Scraps newsletter and make it into an email. So, oh man. We're going to do that. Come on. Yes. All right, so we give this a name, and this is going to be April 2020 Quilt Scraps. We will also give it a subject. The campaign name is just something for us to quickly, when we're looking at it, know basically what this newsletter is about, and the email subject is what our users are going to see when it lands in their mailbox. And so we're going to call this basically, oh, so I see. We can actually, normally we would have called this April 2020 newsletter. There we go. So we can call that the newsletter. And then the consistent is, we're saying quilt scraps April 2022. Okay. And then we're going to edit our email. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop an article into this space. The article we just created in this case. Oh, that's right. Drag and drop. And what you'll see is all of the quilt scraps articles. And we just click that. And look, it pops right in there. That's really all you got to do. And then we'll do that with all of the articles in the proper order. And since we're not sending this email yet, but we'll click apply. And we'll save and continue. Save and continue. And then we'll work our way through all of this stuff, assigning it to a list and everything. So now I'm going to click save and exit. All right. So, calendar management. We create meetings, we create workshops, we create activities. Those are the three categories we have on our calendar. So when you look at this, you'll see that basically we have meetings, workshops, and what is it? That's a workshop, that's a meeting, and then whatever the third one was, activities, I believe it was. Yes, activities, there it is. And so that's where we do these fun little things. You create an activity, let's say, come on, machine, because we have to get our stuff in here, and we're going to go to, what are we going to do, because we've been missing it. So El Corazon, oh, I see. All right, these haven't been published yet. That's why they're not showing up. But let's just, I'm not going to publish this for you, but I'm just going to, so this is the El Corazon Senior Center. And then if we have an image, we can choose an image for it. Then we select our location and we give it a start date. So let's see here real quick. Looks like we have these all the way through at least August. And I'm looking at my other page. September, oh wow, we've got them going for a long time. You pick a date. I'm not going to make this correct, but let's just pick a date. And it starts at whatever time, 1 o'clock, which is 1300, and ends at 5 o'clock, which is 1700. We give it a cutoff date for when we stop accepting. So let's say 17th at noon. because it starts on the 17th at 1. We give it a price. If there is a price, let's say 25. And I'm going to take this out so it's always just individual registrations, but and then we give it a description. You can copy and paste it, and then we save it, and it goes up onto the page. But since these are actually created, I'm going to hit cancel here, and I'm going to show you. Oh, look. All of these, we can click all of this, and we're going to say publish, because see, they're showing as unpublished. So let's do that. Okay. Let's do something here. I'm going to be neurotic. Event date. And so we're just going to click this. We're going to publish these all. All right, now let's go back and look at this again. Meetings and workshops. Now look, there it is. Okay. There we go. Now, the last piece of this is working in the back end. And Jeanette, this one is specifically for you for the gallery. We click template. That gives us our back end login. I'm going to log in as me just because I feel like I should. So the first thing we're going to do is upload the gallery images that you want. So we go to the file browser. And you'll see we have the gallery folder here. Come on. All right. Now again, we're looking at the list, but we can look at the images themselves. All right. And it looks to me like you've actually uploaded some of these. So let me come back here and look at the images you sent me. No. Okay. Let's double check one thing here. Nope, that's not going to help. All right, so we're in gallery. Click upload. Go to our file that we want to upload. Okay, and we're going to highlight this. Now, one thing before I do this, I want to check what size have I been making these. They're pretty much at whatever size they want to be. Okay, that's what I wanted to check. So, upload. Copy, or not copy, click, highlight them all, click it, drag it over, and let it upload. All right, all of those images are now uploaded. Now we come back to our dashboard. Now we're going to click on this. This is specifically for things like the gallery that are, it's difficult to work on it other than with the pure template. So that's why we're working in the back end on this. So now we go to the gallery tab. Okay. And because this is a special page, look, they are here. Yeah, looks like they're here. These look like images that we just uploaded, doesn't it? All right, so we're clicking Builder, and we're going to, maybe this is what you struggled with, Jeanette. Okay, so these have nothing in them. So we can cancel all of this stuff. Okay. And let's look at this grid. So yeah, here's, okay, here's the picture, and that's one of the images we just uploaded, right? When I look at this, that is that image right there. Beautiful. So just doing a comparison. I don't see the baby quilt, but that's okay. All right, let me check something here real quick. I just want to compare A to B on the front end. It looks like you were actually able to do this. Oh, and then you added, okay, so we have duplicates, I see. Okay, so there's tink, 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 I see, okay. All right. So we actually have 3 sets of galleries here. I'm not sure which one we're trying to do. I think this is the one we wanted with the tags underneath. All right, so we go back here to this. So let's fix this. Let's go like this. Let's delete these 2. Oh, no. See, when we do that, then we hit cancel and say okay. All right, so now let's do this again. Delete that, delete that, delete that. Ah, that's the button we wanted to use, delete. Not that button, because that deletes the whole section. This deletes that one grid, that deletes that one grid, then that, and we can even delete that. Okay, so now let's go back to our grid. Okay, so what we're going to do is this one doesn't actually have a title. That's where you see bear. If you go back here, you see bear. So yeah, this one we're gonna give it a title. I don't know what you want to title it. I will let you go back in there and do that. Right? You can give that a title. Good Friday, See Horses, Scrappy Big X. All right. Now here's one. If we look at this, you'll see these empty spaces. Here's an empty space. Basically, what we're looking at is this thing that says item. It doesn't have anything in it, so we can delete that. And we'll find all of the ones have nothing in them. There's an empty one there. All right. Are there any other items in here? Okay. Let's save for a moment. Let's hit refresh. And you'll see that we've now dropped the empty image sections. All right. So now let's go back here, and just as an example, so we're going to add an item, and usually again what I find is that I want to select the picture first with your guys' stuff. We go to the gallery, and we're going to find the images we just uploaded. And I remember that they were numbers. Here we go. Image 849. I think this is one of the new ones, right? That's not one of the new ones. Okay, so let's go 6508. That's the image we want, because we know we just uploaded that. So what I can do is type in here next to this magnifying glass. If I type in 6508, it finds that. There we go. We're going to select that. And this is called, we're just going to call this Vicky Green because I don't know what else to call it. You can come back in and change the title if you want. Okay. And then we're going to click Save. And you'll see now there's the new Vicky Green quilt right there. Okay? So Jeanette, I don't know exactly which all ones you just uploaded. I could go back in and check, but I'm going to let you play with this. And now that we made clear, basically you're again coming into the template. You're going to the gallery page, then you're clicking on the word builder. So we come into the gallery page. When you open this up, you'll be on the home page. Click on gallery, click builder, and then you open this grid, and then you just scroll down here. You add an item. Come on. Add an item, select a picture, and again, I'm just doing one more here because I'm neurotic. So we're going to go to 6510, 6510, 0, not 9, 10, there's 6510. We're going to select that. This is Peacock Dreams. Is the title. We're going to save that, and you don't have to hit it save after everyone, but of course that's always preferable. I just sometimes forget myself. And now you'll see there's Peacock Dreams. All right. So that's the video. If you have any further questions, you just drop me an email, let me know. When we're done, we hit close, make sure we've saved it, and then you can click log out. And over here, we can click log out. And there we go. Alrighty. Have an amazing day.